Welcome everyone, all you beautiful people. I know that some of you have come from worlds away. One of the things that most of us know and love and admire about Amanda and Braden are their rich and beautiful friendships and relationships. When Amanda and Braden met, we knew that something was definitely different about this one. Braden, when I asked Amanda what it was about you that made her fall in love, she had quite a list. She talked about how refreshing it was to be with someone who wanted to experience everything about life, taste everything. How you're comfortable in your own skin. Amanda, I asked Braden what qualities he loves most about you, and he spoke about your superpower being empathy. How you can befriend anyone, and how you are the most kind and thoughtful person he's ever known. How you prioritize your family. We've been waiting a long time for Amanda to find her match, and Braden, you are the man for the job. Most importantly, you truly see Amanda for all of the reasons that we see Amanda and that we love Amanda.
Growing up, Amanda, you were like my North Star, shining a light on the path for me. Wherever you were, I wanted to go. Whatever you liked, I thought was cool. Not much has changed. After we got older, you became more than just my sister, but my best friend. When Dad died, you were so strong for our family, and you selflessly stayed back in South Dakota for us. And you became a second mom to me, supporting me through my senior year of high school. It's because of you that we were able to make it through those dark times. And your strength and courage just continues to be so inspiring. Many people here that have experienced that same kind of support in their darkest times from you. If you're lucky enough to call Amanda a friend, then you probably have received a cute card in the mail from her on your birthday, or a gift that you never knew you needed. You've probably shared a deep conversation with her and secrets that you wouldn't share with anyone else, but she just somehow got it out of you. I can almost guarantee that you've all shared the dance floor with her, where she had the ability to bring out your best dance moves. I don't know, Amanda, if you've ever taken the 5 languages of love test. You probably have. But the 5 languages of love reveals the way in which someone gives and receives love, their physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, and service. And Amanda, I think you probably would break the system because you have so much love to give that you provide all 5. It's an incredible quality, and it makes us all so grateful to be in your life. So speaking of love, let's talk about your greatest love, Braden. The first time we met Braden, he was just getting back from cutting down a Christmas tree in the mountains, and he told us he was a big Christmas guy. Yeah. And he was a big South Dakota guy. No matter where he is or what he's doing, Braden wants to embrace every moment and immerse himself in the culture of the world around him. He's big on life. And I don't know if you know this, Braden. I'm sure you do. But my dad would often sign his notes, "Love, Big Dad." You and Dad would have probably been the last 2 people up last night, drinking a beer if he was here. And I see so much of his good qualities in you and the way that you look at life and make the most of each opportunity. I believe this is why you and Amanda are perfect for each other. Like your holidays and your parties and your travel and even the nights you stay in to watch a documentary or dance to Beyonce, I know that together you will have a big life, full of adventure, love, and passion, because you both do life big. So let's raise our glass to Amanda and Braden and to a big life together.
What an amazing gathering and an opportunity this is to celebrate the beautiful couple. The venue is the ultimate vacation for us all and a perfect backdrop for these lovebirds to tie the knot. I'm glad to see Braden's beard is in check. His hair isn't in a man bun. Amanda, you've been glowing this whole weekend, and tonight you're pure beauty. Most of you are accustomed to a groomsman talking about the groom. But let's be honest, Braden doesn't need any more limelight tonight. So I'm breaking with tradition and giving praise to the bride. From the first interaction with Amanda, I knew she was a very special person and one that could tame this big old bear. She's always positive, up for an adventure, and never one to back down from a challenge. Over the past couple summers, I've had an opportunity to venture out to Denver for a birdie weekend. And through these trips, I've gotten to know just how special the love is between you two. Can we give a quick cheers to just Amanda? Braden, thanks again for this opportunity to give a speech. Sometimes the most confident public speaker hits writer's block. Fortunately for me, I've got plenty of inspiration from three little ladies at home. And according to these literary experts, this speech should be focused on 3 key bullet points about Braden. First, Braden is tall. Why is he tall? You might be asking. And the answer is because he's taller than Dad. 2, he's nice. Again, I ask, why? And he said, because he gives great gifts. For example, a hilarious book that Dad likes to read, so thank you, and great albums that Dad loved to listen to. And 3, he's funny. And this reason I love the most. Because he's a funny dude. So, I get to give credit to the little ladies at home that helped me write that speech. If it's not evident, Braden, or as the Macklin family likes to refer to him, Birdie, is one special guy. He's been a steadfast friend, the life of the party, a roommate to my brother, a tour guide for anyone in any city at any time, the ultimate sake expert, a guy that's always up for the first final, and someone who will always pick you up from the airport. Braden and I have created thousands of memories, and I know we could all spend the rest of the evening telling our favorite best of stories. I'm confident saying that he holds a special place in all of our hearts here tonight. On this special evening, I just want to say I love you, and I couldn't be happier for you and Amanda. Congrats again, and I wish you two nothing but the best of lives together. Let's all raise our glasses and cheers this special couple.
Oh, who is it? You look amazing. Do we kiss? I don't want to mess up your makeup.
That's amazing. How you doing?
Good.
I did that.
Yes.
Braden, Amanda, you've worked hard to grow towards one another, and I know you're both excited to start this next chapter, exploring countries, more road trips, raising your wonderful pup, maybe, and starting your own family. And now you're tying your future together. You've chosen each other, and you will continue to choose each other every day.
To love is not to possess, to own or imprison, nor to lose oneself and another. Love is to join and separate, to walk alone and together, to find a laughing freedom that lonely isolation does not permit. It is finally to be able to be who we really are, no longer clinging in childish dependencies, nor docilely living in separate lives in silence. It is to be perfectly oneself and perfectly joined in permanent commitment to another and to one's inner self. Love only endures when it moves, like waves receding and returning gently or passionately, or moving lovingly like the tide in the moon's own predictable harmony. Because finally, despite a child's scars or an adult's deepest wounds, they are openly free to be who they really are and always secretly were, in the very core of their being, where true and lasting love can alone abide.
November 1st, 2017, the LA Dodgers lost the last game of the World Series against the Houston Astros. Cheaters. And that is the only sports trivia I will ever remember. And it's because it's the day that I met you, wearing a Dodgers baseball cap at a bar with a game on. We had been trying for weeks to meet up, but you had been traveling for work, and that was the first day that we could meet. And I'll never know if it was because our date was going so well or because the game was going so poorly, but we spent the rest of the evening getting to know each other over pink beers and burgers. The Dodgers unfortunately lost that night, but I won big because I met you. And now look at us. It's been 5.5 years of wins and losses, both in baseball and in life. We endured a global pandemic together, and we fell in love with a puppy named Maybe. And through it all, there is no one else I would rather have by my side. And by my side, you have been on the couch watching true crime documentaries, or sitting in the middle seat of the airplane because you know I'm a nervous flyer and I prefer the window. You take such good care of the people around you, and you take the absolute best care of me. You ask me all the time, can I get you anything? And the truth is, you have given me everything. Comfort when I was grieving, bubbles when I was celebrating, and a glass of room temperature water whenever I need it. I'm so lucky to be a recipient of your generous spirit and love. So here's the part where I make promises in front of everyone for what I vow to do for the rest of my life. No pressure. But I want to be honest, though, so in true Amanda fashion, there are some caveats. I can't promise that we'll never go to bed upset with each other, but I will promise that when we're lying next to each other, confident that we are each in the right, I will touch toes to yours as a way of saying, I love you, we'll figure it out. Sorry in advance if my feet are cold. I can't promise that I'll stop leaving my coffee spoon on the counter after I've stirred in cream, but I will promise to try. I can't promise that I'll always make your life easier, but I will promise to take turns with you, to take turns flipping the record when the music stops, to take turns letting Maybe out when she rings her bell to go outside, and take turns holding each other up when life gets us down. I can't promise that I won't get hangry from time to time, but I will promise to always order my own order of fries. I can't promise that it won't continue to be hard when you leave for work trips and all I want to do is run boring errands with you. But I will promise to support you and acknowledge your hard work and sacrifice that goes into your work. And I promise to be the home that you return to when you're jet-lagged and out of clean socks. For 5.5 years, I've made the coffee, and you've made the bed, and together we have made this big life of 1,000 little moments. I'm so ready to spend the rest of my moments, days, and years with you, my Dodgers-loving, pink beer-drinking husband. And as they say, I'm fired up.
Ready to go.
Beautiful.
Amanda, think of all the wool we've spun to be here tonight. As multiple people have seemingly taken great pride in pointing out to me, today has been a long time coming. Your patience and grace are remarkable. When I asked your mom for her permission to propose and asked what your dad would have thought, she told me he'd always say, "I never worry about Amanda. She does things on her own time, but she always gets it right." It's been said that patience is a virtue, which must make you a virtuoso. Fitting for someone named Amanda Lynn. And it's fitting for me too. Someone who on more than one occasion has been described as someone who marches to the beat of his own drummer. The human condition is one of our inherent strengths and weaknesses, and I'm lucky to have found in you a partner whose strengths so well complement my many weaknesses. If nothing else, there's a whole list of things I've learned from you. Such as, the corn should be knee-high by the 4th of July. The difference between cheese balls and cheese curds, and the vital importance of knowing if and where the fish are biting. 2 years ago, at the peak of the pandemic, we exchanged what in my mind is the only vow we need, and that was when we promised each other in our living room to put each other and our relationship first, to look out for one another, and to make good decisions together, to take care of one another. No one can be sure what the future holds, but we can live intentionally for today and for one another. So after all, as a late, great philosopher, Tom Petty, once said, "Sure as night will follow day, most of the things I worry about never happen anyway." So perhaps I didn't use the word virtuoso correctly, but today we officially form our family band, and I promise to live for you each and every day. We might have a dog named Maybe, but the answer to you was always 1,000 times yes.
Thank you all, first of all, for being here to celebrate Amanda and Braden's special day. Your presence here is proof that Amanda and Braden share each other's life's priority of relationships. As you know, they both put great effort and cherish the bond they have with each one of you. Amanda, I know that speaking of relationships, you're especially missing your dad today, but I also have great faith that he is here in spirit, and he would be so proud of you and happy for you and the choices that you've made in your life partner. He and Braden would have bonded over good music, football, campfire stories, and of course a good Coors Light. Tim loved and sang an old country song that was titled Amanda. Amanda was named after Amanda, that song. The song starts out with, "Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife." And when Amanda was born, and in her early years, he would sing the same song, but he would say, "Amanda, light of my life, I hope God makes you a gentleman's wife." And if he was here today, he would be singing, "Amanda, light of my life, God has made you a gentleman's wife. And Braden, you are the gentleman. And Amanda, you are the light of my life and the light of the lives of so many people here. We love you. Amanda, as a young girl, was brave and adventurous, but now she's off to new adventures with Braden. I love that Braden is up for just about anything. I love that he and Amanda share their love and adventure and music. As a child, Amanda loved to create and write, and she just had so much respect for the written word. It was just an obsession with her. So today, she occasionally still writes for Bird by Bird blog, which I wish she would do more of. She does write for PS Post, and I'm sure most of you know that she has written many heartfelt, handwritten notes to you as well. It warms my heart to know that you both are such appreciative people and that you show it in such a loving way. Amanda and Braden have so many things in common, and that will surely contribute to the success of their marriage. You are also good at compromise. You know the art of compromise, hence the name Maybe. And so my advice to you is to always remember to compromise the little and the big things in your married life. You're both some of the most kind, considerate, and fun people I know. And I'm so proud to call you my mom, or my daughter. Sorry. My advice to you is to always be kind and considerate to each other and to keep the fun going in your married life. Today, I give Amanda away to Braden in marriage. It's sad in some ways, but joyful in others. And I have no doubt that Braden, you will cherish, care for, and respect Amanda in a way she deserves. And Amanda, I would expect you to do the same. I'm so excited to welcome Braden into our family officially. And I want Amanda to know that you will always be the light of my life and your dad's brown-eyed girl. May you be blessed always with good health, lots of love, and keep the faith that God is guiding you every single day. I love you both.
So much for coming and being a part of this day, weekend, week. You've all come, some of you really far, taken off time of work, had fun childcare. We just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being a part of our wedding and our lives.
I echo those sentiments. Thank you guys so much for coming. The idea that we all are here together and get to share a meal of food is amazing. Amanda and I have been really lucky to be involved in the charity in Denver, and we go to a big dinner like this, and everyone sits, and they might not know who you're sitting next to, and you get to make some friends, and that's kind of what a wedding is about, and in the long tables, the idea of it. And they have this tradition, and we're going to bring it tonight. And on the count of three, you're going to, if everyone take your right hand or left hand, either one, and put your index finger out like this. And you're going to point to someone on the opposite side of the table. And you're going to say, "I'm glad you're here." And we're going to do it 3 times. So on the count of 3, we're going to point to someone, and we're going to say, "I'm glad you're here." 1, 2, 3. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Please have fun tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming from so far.
Let's cheers to having a great night. I better see you all on the dance floor.